students, once again welcome back to the physics class. Today we are going to discuss, the topic is torque acting on a current carrying loop placed in a uniform magnetic field. That is our today's topic. Now actually this class is depends on our previous classes. Force acting on a current carrying conductor. I told you already what is the expression of force acting on a current carrying conductor. F is equal to IPL sin theta. F is equal to IPL sin theta. What is that? F is equal to IPL sin theta. Force acting on a current carrying conductor. Whenever you can place a current carrying conductor in a uniform magnetic field, that current carrying conductor will be experienced by some force. So what is that force expression? F is equal to IPL sin theta. Okay. So this is the expression. You can remember this one. So total concept today based on this expression. Okay. So this is our topic. I will start directly the class. Torque acting on a current carrying loop placed in a uniform magnetic field. First of all, let us consider a current carrying loop. Let us consider a current carrying loop. This is that loop PQRS. Let us consider a current carrying loop PQRS. And this loop will be placed in the uniform magnetic field. This loop will be placed in the uniform magnetic field. So this is the north pole and this is the south pole. North pole and south pole. In between the north pole and south pole, absolutely we know that it will form some magnetic field. Correct. So that magnetic field is uniform. Okay. In this current carrying loop PQRS, I placed it in this uniform magnetic field. I placed it in this uniform magnetic field. Okay. And you can take some assumptions. What is that? PQ and RS. PQ and RS is equal to B. That means breadth. PQ and RS is this is our assumptions. What is that? B. And PS QR is equal to A. PS and QR is equal to A. You can remember these two assumptions. That means this is the length and this is the breadth like that. Okay. So what I did here, I considered one current carrying loop PQRS and that loop I placed in uniform magnetic field. But what is that actually? What is the how you place it that loop? So many members having that confusion. So please listen carefully this topic. This is a very important, at the same time it's a most confusing topic. Okay. So here, suppose how I place it here, this loop means like this. This is this loop. In the diagram you are looking like that, but what is the actually loop I placed like this. This is the loop. This is the north pole. This is the south pole. This is the magnetic field, and I placed it like this the loop. PQRS. PQRS. Okay. P is this point. Q is that point, R is this point, and S is this point. I place it like this the loop. Okay. So this is the top view. This is top view. That means I'm looking this diagram like this. From top onwards I am looking this diagram. So only its diagram is looking like this. Top view, this one. Okay. This and all no need. Just for your convenience I am telling this all. This and all. This is that top view, and how I place this loop like this. PQRS. And what is the direction of the current? This arrow marks will indicate the direction of current. That arrow marks will indicate the direction of current. Then what is the direction of the current? P to Q. P to Q, no? So this is P, right? I told you already. P to Q, Q to R, R to S, and S to P. This is the direction of current. Then you can remember this point alone. Now it is enough for. Okay. See here, this loop having how many ends? 4 ends. PQ is one end, QR is one end, RS is one end, and SP also one end. This is one end, and this is one end, and this is another end, and this is another end. So this loop having 4 ends, actually 4 parts. This loop is the combination of 4 parts. Okay. So here, this is one part. That means this is one wire. Otherwise, this is one rod. And this is another wire. This is another wire. This is another wire. That means this is one conductor. PQ is one conductor. This is one conductor. QR. RS is one conductor and SP is one conductor. Okay. This loop is the combination of 4 conductors. This loop is the combination of 4 conductors. What is that conductors? PQ, QR, RS, SP. Okay. So, whenever you placed a current carrying conductor in the loop, in the magnetic field, what will happen? That current carrying conductor will experience force. Correct. Whenever a current carrying conductor is placed in the uniform magnetic field, some force will be act on the conductor. Otherwise, that current carrying conductor will experience some force. So I will write that step C. When a current carrying conductor is placed in uniform magnetic field, it will be experienced by force. Okay, it will be experienced by force. Which force? Lorentz force. Correct. Now, so here we placed how many conductors? 4 conductors. 4. Actually, we placed in the loop, but that loop is the combination of 4 conductors. Okay, so we should find the force individually. First, how much force is acting on this conductor we will find. Next, how much force is acting on this conductor we will find. How much force will be act on this conductor and how much force will be acting on this conductor. Now, individually we should find and we will add finally. Okay, then only we can solve this topic easily. Okay, so this current carrying conductor, this loop I placed in the uniform magnetic field. This loop is a combination of 4 parts. What is that parts? PQ, first part. PQ is the first part. Okay, so already I told you when a current carrying conductor is placed in uniform magnetic field, it will experience by a force. So here, what is the current carrying conductor? PQ. First, PQ. Then the force acting on PQ. Force acting on PQ is F suffix PQ. Just for our convenience I am giving F suffix PQ is equal to, what is the expression? IBL sin theta. IBL sin theta. Okay. So here I told you already what is the position of the loop. This is the position. Okay. In this part means this part. Okay, PQ. Magnetic field direction is what? This direction. Always magnetic field direction is north pole to south pole. Correct. Magnetic field direction always north pole to south pole. So this is the direction of B. Okay. This is the direction of B. What is the current direction? P to Q. P to Q. So direction of current is inside, and magnetic field direction is it is moving front side. So what is the direction? Magnetic field direction is this direction, and current direction is it is going inside. So what is the angle between magnetic field B and current? 90, perpendicular, right? It is going this side, it is going this side. So what is the angle between B and I? 90. So please observe here. If angle between B and I is how much? 90. So theta is equal to 90. Please substitute here. Substitute it. F PQ is equal to I BL sin. In the place of theta we substitute 90. Sin 90 value 1. So what is the final expression? This one. Equation 1. Okay. Force acting on PQ, this part. Like that we can find all the conductors. How much force will be acting here? How much force will be acting in this part? How much force will be acting in this part? Okay. One by one we should find. Now, next one, force acting on this is condition. Now this one, RS, force acting on RS is FRS is equal to, expression is same, IBL sin theta only. Expression is same only, IBL sin theta. Okay. So you have to find what is the angle. Same procedure only. So what is the direction of current? PQ, QR, RS. So what is the direction? This downside means it is going this side. So direction of current is this side. Magnetic field direction is same, that side only. So magnetic field direction is this side, and direction of current is this side. So what is the angle? 90. So here also theta is equal to 90. Then FRS is equal to, what is that? IBL. Equation 2. But you have to find, I forgot here, you have to find direction. I forgot there, you have to find direction of force also, here and here. How to find the direction of force? By the use of Fleming's left hand rule, we should find direction of force. So please see, this is the current carrying loop. First you can find here, what is the direction of the current here in this direction? Correct. What is the direction of magnetic field in this direction? So you know already direction of magnetic field and direction of current. So in this Fleming's left hand rule, this thumb finger will indicate the direction of force. This forefinger will indicate the direction of magnetic field. This middle finger will indicate the direction of current. Just you can place it. This is the direction of magnetic field. This finger will indicate the direction of current. What direction current is flowing here? This side. So this is the direction of current. This is the magnetic field. And what direction it is showing? Top. So what is the direction of force here? What is the direction of force? Top. Okay. So how much force is acting on this end means, what is the direction? Top. Upwards. Okay. So here direction of force is upwards. So just I am indicating here arrow mark upward direction. Okay. I'm not doing anything here. Just force is acting upward. Otherwise, like a normal way, you can, I think you know this. I cap, J cap, minus I cap, minus J cap. Okay, you can take like this. So what is here? It is going upward means, force is going upward means, force is acting upward direction means what is the direction? J cap. So here you can draw, you can take J cap. Same, here what is the direction of the force? I forgot here actually. So what is the direction of force here? This is the direction of current, PQ. This is the direction of current. Magnetic field direction is this one. Okay. So here, this is the magnetic field direction. Current direction is what? This side. Magnetic field direction, current direction, force direction. At what direction it is showing? Force, downside. So downside means what is the direction here? Minus J. Here force direction is minus J. Minus J cap. This is equation 1. Okay, I forgot here. So this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. What is that? Force acting on PQ is this one. Force acting on RS is this one. Now again two parts are there. Force acting on QR and PS. Same format you can find it. Okay, just so force acting on QR. QR is F. QR is equal to I BL sin theta. Then here what is the angle between I and a B? Here direction of current is this direction. Direction of current is this direction. QR. Direction of current is this direction. Magnetic field also going that side. Magnetic field direction is what this side. So current direction is same. Magnetic field direction is same. Both are going same direction. So what is the angle? 0. So here theta is equal to 0. Then substitute here FQR. FQR is equal to I BL sin 0. So what is 0 into anything? 0. Then what is the force value? What is the force value? FQR is equal to 0. Equation number 3. Okay. Equation number 3. Then last one is how much force is acting on PS. We have to find. Same procedure only. So force acting on QR is finished. Now force acting on PS we have to find. Okay, I will erase this. Force acting on PS is FPS is equal to I BL sin theta. Okay, then what is that here? Theta is equal to what is the angle? Magnetic field direction is this direction. This is the magnetic field direction. Current direction is what? This. So magnetic field direction is front. Current direction is back. So what is the angle between both? 180. So here theta value is 180. Then substitute this value. FPS is equal to I BL sin 180 value 0. So 0 into anything. So 0. So finally FPS value also 0. This is equation number 4. Already, so we found now 4 forces. Force acting on this one, this one, this one and this one. 4 equations, 4 expressions I found of the force. Okay. So this is the fourth expression of the force acting on the current carrying conductor PS. Okay. So like this, force is acting on the four conductors individually. Okay. So force acting on PQ, RS and RS. PQ, QR, RS and SR, SP. Okay. Force is acting on the conductors individually. So but here I didn't place it even single conductor. I placed a loop, right? PQRS loop. So I have to find a total force acting on the loop. Total force acting on the loop. Okay. So what I should do? Simply I will add this force and this. How much force is acting on PQ how much force is acting on QR and how much force is acting on RS and how much force is acting on SP. I will add four force expressions. Okay. So you can add that four force expressions. First of all, you can write separately. First one, force acting on PQ. How much is F PQ is equal to IBL minus J cap. Then next one, force acting on RS is FRS is equal to IBL J cap. Then force acting on QR is FQR is equal to 0 and force acting on what is the last one? PS is FPS is equal to 0. So here this is the first expression, second one, third one and fourth one. Okay, individually. But total force we need now. Total force acting on the loop. Total force acting on the loop is F is equal to F PQ plus F RS plus F QR plus F PS. I added these four expressions. Now you can substitute the values. F is equal to this minus I should write front minus IBL J cap plus IBL J cap plus what is the FQR value? 0 and what is the FPS value? 0. This FPQ value is this one, I substituted. This FRS value is this one, I substituted. Then next one, FPS value is 0. FQR value, how much? QR value, 0. FPS value, how much? 0. So I have substituted all the values. This 0 is okay. This is the IBL J cap, this is a minus IBL J cap, minus and plus 0. So total, what is the total force acting on the loop? 0. The total force acting on the loop PQRS is 0. Okay. So here what we found here, total force acting on the current carrying loop PQRS is 0. Okay. So whenever I told you already in the previous classes, that means in the first chapter, electrostatics itself, what I told, whenever a total force acting on the current carrying loop is 0, whenever a total force acting on the current carrying conductor is 0, that two forces will be considered as a couple. That two forces, why I am telling two forces means this force and this force is already 0. We no need to consider that. Okay, remaining two forces we have to take. Whenever the total force acting on the loop is zero, the two forces will be considered as a couple. That the two forces will be considered as a couple. Whenever a couple is acting on the loop, that loop will be experienced by torque. I told you electrostatics lesson itself. I will write that sentence now. Okay. When the total force acting on the loop, when the total force acting on loop is zero, that forces will be considered as forces will be considered as a couple. Okay, when couple is acting on the loop, so the two forces is a couple. So when couple is acting, when couple is acting on a loop, it will be experienced by a torque. It will be experienced by a torque. I hope electrostatics lesson itself I explained this is very clearly. Okay, so when the total force acting on the loop is zero, that forces will be considered as a couple. When couple is acting on the loop, it will be experienced by a torque. Okay, whenever the torque is acting on the loop, what will happen? Suppose two forces are zero. What is that? Force acting on QR and force acting on PS, both are zero. You forget about the two forces. Force acting on QR and force acting on PS. So you forget about that forces because that value is zero. Okay, so you have to consider two forces. What is that? Force acting on PQ, force acting on RS. So what is the force acting on PQ direction? Direction downside, right? That for that only we took minus J cap. So the force acting on the PQ is downside, and force acting on RS is what direction? Force direction, top. I already explained. How? This is the magnetic field direction, this is the current direction. This is the magnetic field direction, this is the current direction. So, what direction it is showing? Force, downside. So, here, PQ. Then, RS, what is the direction of current? This direction. The direction of magnetic field is front. So, magnetic field direction is this finger. Direction of current is this finger. This finger will show us force direction. These three will be perpendicular, correct? So force direction is what? Top. So here this end force direction is upper and this end force direction is downside. Okay, so these two forces is zero, and whenever this total force is acting on the loop is zero, these two forces will be considered as a couple, correct? So when couple is acting on this loop, this will be rotate like this. It will be rotate like this. This is the shape. Then because of this force, because of these forces, it will be rotate like this. Okay. So that two forces we are considering couple. When the couple is acting on that loop, that loop will be experienced by a torque. Okay. So now we have to find the torque acting on this loop. Torque is producing. Total force is zero. For that only torque is producing. Total force acting on the loop is 0. So torque is acting on the loop. We have to find the torque. Okay. So in two cases we should find the torque. In two cases we should find the torque. So just you can continue after this one what I am going to explain. Okay. Now case 1. Case 1. I am going to find torque acting on the loop. Okay. I already told you this is the north pole and this is the south pole. You are watching in a top view, right? Top view. You are looking like this instrument. Here this total experimenter, you are looking like this. Then only you are knowing this current is flowing like this. But this is one area and this is another area, right? This is one area of the loop. This is another area of the loop. Okay, you can remember that. But suppose you can watch like this means, this is a experimenter. You are watching like this means, you are watching from top view means it is looking like this, the diagram. Suppose you are looking like this means how it will happen? Only you will visible this line only. Correct? Huh? So how the diagram? This total diagram. This is the north pole. This is the south pole. This is the diagram. What is visible? PS. Okay? What is visible? It is PS. Because you are watching from front view. Whenever you are watching front view, what is the loop? How it is possible to see? This only. It's not visible anything. Correct? So, here, this is PQ. Okay. So, on RS, at what direction force is acting? Upward, right? On this part of the RS, force direction is top. So RS means here the force is acting means force is acting down. Sorry, top. And at the part of the PQ, where the force, what is the direction of force? Down. So from this point P, what is the direction of force? Down. Yeah. And this is the midpoint. Okay, this is the midpoint. This is the PQ. Force is acting on at this end. At this end means this part. What is that? Upward. Force is acting on this part. This part means at this point. What is the direction? Downward. So here this is the downward direction. This is the upward direction. Then what is the area direction? We have two areas. This one, surface area. This is the surface area and this is the surface area. Okay. So, I already told you one force is acting here upward, one force is acting downward. Then it is rotating like this. It is rotating like this. Correct. This loop. So, at what direction it is rotating? Like this side. This side. Downside it is rotating. Correct. So, we should take this surface area. This is the surface area. I already told you what is the direction of the surface area, how to find surface area direction. Suppose this is the surface area means what is the direction? Perpendicular. This is the surface area means what is the direction of this surface area? Perpendicular. That means downside. Okay. So whenever we are finding the direction of the surface, the direction is always perpendicular. So this surface direction is this one. Suppose this is the surface. You can place like this. This is the one surface area and this is the one surface area. What is this direction? Perpendicular. This direction. Okay. So otherwise this back side, what is the direction? This side. So like that, what is the direction of the area? Downside. So here area direction is downside. Area. Okay. Then what is the PQ value? What we assumed here? PS is equal to QR is equal to A. So here PS, QR both value how much? A. So this total is A means here to here this is the midpoint half A by 2 and here to here half what is that? A by 2. So this is half and this is half. Okay. So you can write directly the torque formula. Torque tau is equal to force into perpendicular distance plus force into perpendicular distance. This is perpendicular. This is also perpendicular distance. That means, okay. So here force is acting. Here one force is acting, and here one force is acting. Here one force is acting. Here also one force is acting. So force into perpendicular distance plus force into perpendicular distance. What is the actually torque formula? Force into perpendicular distance. But how many forces are here? 2 forces. Remaining. What about remaining 2 forces, master? I told you already that remaining 2 forces are zeros. Okay. The remaining the 2 forces are 0. What is the remaining 2 forces? This is one force and this is another force. Okay. So force into perpendicular distance of this force. Force into perpendicular distance. Okay, torque formula. So tau is equal to force value how much? IBL into perpendicular distance how much? From force is moving in this direction F. Perpendicular distance of force means this is 90, right? So what is the perpendicular distance from here to here? How much? A by 2 plus here force same IBL into perpendicular distance. Force is moving in this direction. Perpendicular distance is this one. How much? A by 2. Anybody having doubt? Master, force expression is here. J cap minus J cap is there. Here J cap is there. Here in the torque expression, we should consider only magnitude. We won't consider direction. In torque expression, we should consider only the magnitude. We won't consider direction. Suppose here F is equal to IBL minus J cap. That means this is a force, but we are considering only the magnitude. Magnitude means mod. So I B L, this only. We won't consider this direction. Okay, magnitude only we should consider. Remember that point. Okay. So here tau is equal to IBL into A by 2 plus IBL into A by 2. Then you can add both. Tau is equal to IBL into A by 2 plus IBL into A by 2. IBL A. A by 2 plus A by 2 A. So tau is equal to IB. Here A is A. In the place of L I am writing B. However, here B means what? PQ or RS is equal to B. PQ or RS. PQ means what? Length of the loop. Or RS means what? Length of the loop. This is the length, this is the breadth, this is length. Length how much I considered? B. PQ or RS how much? B. So in the place of L I am writing B. Okay. So here A means what is that? A means PS or QR. What is that? A. QR. So A is the breadth, here B is the length. PQ or RS, this is the length B. PS or QR, A. PS or QR, how much? A. So this is the length, this is the breadth. Length, breadth. So here A into B, length into breadth, how much? Area. So here you can write here since L is equal to B. And tau is equal to I, B, A. So here, for what reason I wrote here? A is A into P is equal to area. A means length, B means breadth. B means length, A means breadth. You can write, no problem here. A breadth, B length. You can write this also. Okay. Length into breadth, sorry. breadth into length is area. Okay, so this is the formula of area, length into breadth, area of rectangle. This is like a rectangle shape only, no? This one is rectangle shape only, length into breadth, area. So like that here also, A into B is area. Here A means area. Okay, so this is the case 1 expression of torque. Case 1 expression of torque. Torque is equal to IBA. Case 2. First case already we found torque value. Here also we have to find torque. So what is the case actually we should know? We should discuss now. Case 1 is what? This loop is placed like this, and direction of area is in this direction. Okay. Then case 2 is, suppose I already told the force acting on here and force acting on here is 0. Then force acting on here, this is the upward direction, and force acting on in this part, this is the downward direction. Correct. Correct. So whenever these two forces are acting, it will be started rotating. This will start rotating. Correct. It is started rotating. This loop. In this condition, it is rotated like this. It is rotating like this. So in this condition, it is rotated like this much. What is the torque we have to find? Then in this condition, what is the direction of area? In this direction. This is the surface area. What is the direction? Perpendicular. This one. Okay. So in this direction, in this condition, we have to find the torque acting on this loop. Okay, same. Now in this case also, you are watching in front view. Front view means you can visible only this one, PS. So what is the diagram? How it will be there? This is the North Pole, and this is the South Pole. This is P and this is S. This is here force is acting on upward and one force is acting on downwards. This is the magnetic field. This is the magnetic field. And what is the area direction in this area? Okay, here condition is what? I hope this is the loop direction now. Okay, this is the loop position. I am erasing this one. If you want that, you can draw like that. No need that always drawing this magnetic field North Pole and South Pole. If you understood, you can draw like this. If you can't understood, absolutely you can draw this North Pole and the South Pole also. Okay, so this is the magnetic field. Magnetic field B. This is the magnetic field and this is the PS and this is the area. Okay. Now my condition is, in case 2, what is the condition? Area is making theta angle with magnetic field. What is the second case? Area is making, I will draw this again. Area is making angle theta with B, magnetic field. Okay, so then this is the B. So here what is the area? This direction. Then area is making angle theta with B. So here this is the magnetic field. This is the B. and this is the area. Area is making angle theta means this is theta. Okay, this is theta. Then always this end and this area, what is the angle between these both is 90. 90. So please listen. Area is making angle theta with magnetic field. The angle between the, you can write here, this is the P, this is S. Angle between this and this line and this area vector, how much? 90. What is the angle? 90. Here, this is the magnetic field. Okay. So, what is the angle between these both lines? 90. Okay. So, here angle between these both is 90 and here theta. Then what is this remaining? What is this remaining? This total is 90. This is theta. I need this one. I need this angle. How much? So you can remove this total is 90 and this is theta means you need this much only. You can remove 90. From 90 you can remove theta. So what is this angle? 90 minus theta. This angle is 90 minus theta. Then this angle is 90 minus theta means corresponding angles are always equal. So here this angle is also how much? 90 minus theta. Okay. So this angle also 90 minus theta. I should draw this diagram. I will increase this size. Okay. So here this also 90 minus theta. Then here this is P. Now just you can add this both the lines. Here what is the angle? What is the angle between here? 90. So this angle is here 90. Okay. This is 90 and this is 90 minus theta. What is the diagram actually here? Sorry. Here what is the diagram? This one is 90. This one is 90 minus theta. And this one we have to find. We know already total angle of triangle how much? 180. Total angle, the sum of all the angles of a triangle is how much? 180. Sum of all the angles is equal to 180. Sum of all the angles means how much is there? 90 plus 90 minus theta. Here we don't know. So I should take this one is x. X. This one is x. Is equal to 180. Then 90 plus theta, 90 plus 90, 180 minus theta plus x is equal to 180. Here 180, 180 cancel. Then minus theta plus x is equal to 0 and minus theta is equal to x. We can send this side means minus x, minus cancel means what is the remaining? X is equal to theta. So here what is the angle here? X value, theta. So here what is the angle? Theta. I hope you guys are understood how I solved this. This is theta. Okay. For what reason I considered like this means here to here how much this one a by 2 and here to here this one is a by 2. This total is a, midpoint half means a by 2, correct? Okay. Then if you give this midpoint is O and you can give one point here, this is A. This is A, O and this one is P. This is the triangle. Now you can, this is the condition, area is making an angle theta with B. In this condition, what things will be happening? What is the possibilities are there? I did here so much. Okay, so you can take directly the formula. Torque is equal to torque tau is equal to force into perpendicular distance plus force into perpendicular distance. Now what is the force? IBL into perpendicular distance. We don't know. Force is moving in this direction. Force is moving in this direction. Perpendicular direction is this one, here to here. What is that? This perpendicular distance. We don't know. Correct? We don't know. Here also, this is the force. From perpendicular distance, how much? Here also, we don't know. Okay, so what I should do is, before going to write this one, we can find the perpendicular distance first. From triangle AOP, from triangle AOP, sin theta is equal to, here theta is there. Sin theta means what? Opposite side by hypotenuse. Correct. So opposite, theta is here means, what is opposite? Theta is here. This is the adjacent. This is the opposite. What is that? AO. Sin theta is equal to AO by hypotenuse, this one, PO. So you can send, you can write the value. Sin theta is equal to AO by PO value, how much? A by 2. A by 2. Then you can send this A by 2 value in this side. Okay. So, A by 2 sin theta is equal to AO. AO means what here? Perpendicular distance. So what is the value of this one? What is this distance, perpendicular distance value? A by 2 sin theta. A by 2 sin theta. So simply you can take this value and substitute here. What is that? A by 2 sin theta. This is the perpendicular distance value. Before case 1 we did already directly A by 2. But here what is the perpendicular distance? A by 2 sin theta. Now you can take the formula. Torque. Torque. Tau is equal to force into perpendicular distance plus force into perpendicular distance. Now torque is equal to force value IBL. What is the perpendicular distance? AO. A by 2 sin theta. A by 2 sin theta plus F IBL. Then A by 2 sin theta. So yeah, add both IBL A by 2 sin theta, IBL A by 2 sin theta. So A by 2, A only. So finally, IBL A sin theta. Then you can I, B, in the place of L, what is the value? B, A sin theta, since L is equal to B, length. Now, length into breadth, area. So I, B, A sin theta. This is the final expression of the torque in second case. Case 2, what is the expression? IB, A sin theta. First case, IBA only. Here, what is the expression of the torque? IBA sin theta. Okay. But here, I would like to tell you something. Tau is equal to IBA sin theta. Now tau is equal to, I am writing I into A, B sin theta. The product of current into area. Product of current into area is equal to magnetic moment. Magnetic moment we can indicate as M. So MB sin theta. This is the final expression. If you want, you can stop it, no problem here. If you want to stop, you can stop here itself, no problem. But this is the extra information. That means product of current into area. Product of current into area is magnetic dipole moment, magnetic moment. So since I into A is equal to M. Here M means what? Magnetic moment. Product of current and area is magnetic moment. Magnetic moment. Magnetic moment we can indicate as capital M. So this is the definition. If you want, you can take, otherwise you can stop here itself, no problem. Okay, product of current into area is magnetic moment. So this is today's class. I hope you guys are understood. Please watch this video till the end. If you have any doubts after watching the video, please ask. Okay, so this is a confusing class, confusing topic. Please watch 1 or 2 times this video. In case still you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay, thank you.